2009 Vocational Service Award. And as you know, October is Vocational Service Month, and we're observing it, and hence this citation to Brigitte Foster-Hylton. The word vocation comes from the Latin vocare, meaning to call, and initially referred largely to a religious calling. Over time, the meaning has expanded to encompass any occupation or profession for which an individual trains with dedication. In acknowledgement of this, Rotary's Vocational Service Award is presented annually by Rotary clubs across the globe during October. It goes each year to someone in the community who has exemplified outstanding professional achievement while maintaining very high ethical standards. The profession which is honored need not mirror only those pursued by Rotarians. It must reflect an acknowledgement of the worthiness of all useful occupations, especially when those vocational talents contribute in some way toward solving the problems of society and or toward meeting the needs of the community. The professional to whom the Rotary Club of St. Andrew North has chosen to present the award in 2009 honors each of these tenets. Brigitte Foster-Hylton has approached her preparation for achieving excellence in her chosen profession for athletics with almost religious fervor. She acknowledged, first of all, that she had been blessed with the ability to run fast, and she exemplified an athlete who had the right muscular development and genetic build for a sprinter. However, she also recognized that she could apply her ability to focus and her enviable work ethic toward becoming a very special type of sprinter, one who could excel in an area which also demands technical capability and in which there is no margin for error. The sprint hurdles, some might say, was invented for Brigitte Foster-Hylton. Bridget's very promising career in that segment of athletics began in St. Elizabeth Technical High School and eventually took her to Texas State University. But by mid-1990s, Brigitte began to undergo a series of knee surgeries which professionals of a lesser caliber might have used as an excuse to end their participation in a very taxing career. It did not stop Brigitte Foster-Hylton. As one sports writer put it, she preserved and sought out and eventually found the coach she needed in Stephen Francis. He became her mentor, her coach, her friend. That friendship was what got her back into competing in 2009 when, after failing to win a medal at the Beijing Olympics in China in 2008, Brigitte announced her retirement. Another injury had once again frustrated her efforts to prove that she could be the best in the world. Those frustrations had a long time in the making and climaxed perhaps in the loss of her shoe contract in 2008. This following Brigitte's failure to win any medals at major meets which took place between 2006 and 2008. That would have been a hard blow for a professional athlete who demanded more of herself than anyone else could and who, under the guidance of Coach Francis, had often listed among potential winners of the 100-meter hurdles at major championships. Brigitte had gone into the 2003 World Championships in Paris as one of the favorites who could have clinched the world title. But even with the stumbled removal of one of her arch rivals from the USA, Brigitte was relegated to the silver position by a fast-finishing Canadian hurdler. In 2005 in Helsinki, Brigitte took the bronze. And although all those medals proclaim her to be among the best in the world, they were not the color that Brigitte Foster-Hylton wanted and did not, to her mind, reflect the standard of excellence that she set for herself. It might have seemed logical to some that she should hang up her spikes after she ended without a medal at the Beijing Olympic Games. However, when she crossed the finish line 1 year later in Berlin, how her coach must have celebrated the fact that his charge had listened to him when he urged her to stay with the sport. Like the proverbial phoenix rising from what appeared to be ashes, she received her big payoff for honoring her vocation when she entered the 100-meter sprint hurdles in the 2009 World Championships in Berlin. She was not, on that occasion, considered a favorite. However, she was healthy, and the absence of pressure from a sometimes over-expectant media might have served her well as she moved through the rounds efficiently and confidently. As Brigitte tells it, I was expecting a close race because of what had been happening on the circuit. So I just focused on me and on running and the best race I could run. I didn't want any regrets at the end of the race. There weren't any. Exactly 12.51 seconds after she took off at the sound of the starter's gun, Brigitte Foster-Hylton had achieved a lifelong dream. She was champion of the world in the 100 meters sprint hurdles. It is the only thing that could have eclipsed another achievement that she holds very dear. That is the fact that she won Jamaica's Sportswoman of the Year award on 2 consecutive occasions in 2002 and 2003, and was runner-up in 2006. That is no mean feat, given the wealth of talent from which Jamaica can choose when deciding the winner of that prestigious award. For Brigitte Foster-Hylton, this is what she considers just reward for a lifetime of hard work, dedicated to ensuring that she performs at her true potential each time she steps on the track. When I go to compete, I do not see myself only as Brigitte Foster-Hylton, she says. I also recognize that I am representing my country and people, and that I must, therefore, be conscious that I need to represent them well, carrying myself with pride and dignity, both on and off the field, she adds. In one review of the exploits of Jamaican athletes in 2009 IAAF World Athletic Championships in Berlin, Gleaner writer Leighton Levy focused almost exclusively on Brigitte Foster-Hylton, saying, in part, "For all the hype that surrounds Bolt and his incredible accomplishments, Brigitte Foster-Hylton's story is perhaps the better one, the one that speaks more to the strength of human character as opposed to accomplishment. Brigitte has both." Indeed, since that momentous day when she claimed the title of world champion on Tuesday, August 18, 2009, Brigitte Foster-Hylton has not lost a race in the 100-meter sprint hurdles. It is little wonder that in her tour of schools across Jamaica, the children find it difficult to let her leave within the scheduled times. She has become a true inspiration to many of their numbers, underscoring for them the importance of setting their goals high and of never giving up in the quest to achieve at the very best. As Kevin Young wrote in a letter to the editor of the Gleaner, the technical execution of her race and the pure joy of her laughter on learning of her win mirrors a nation beaming with pride and self-confidence. She also offers the essence of what competition should be, the will to do one's best at all costs and to triumph eventually. Indeed, as she herself assessed, that was from the heart. The Rotary Club of St. Andrew North is pleased to honor Brigitte Foster-Hylton for her dedication to her vocation, for the attention she pays to achieving at optimal levels with grace and dignity, and for the manner in which she is serving as an inspiration to young Jamaicans so that they too can be propelled towards scaling heights they might not otherwise have thought possible. Ladies and gentlemen,
sorry, I'm down now, I'm alright. You know, I'm gonna get my picture too.